Hi, this is Dr. Debbie Pates, and I'm going to lead you through a meditation designed to be done outside because we've still got that. And this is a meditation on the senses. I invite you to begin by finding a comfortable seat. So perhaps you are sitting as I am on my front porch. Maybe you've got a chair you're sitting on, or steps, or the grass. Perhaps you're laying down. Maybe you're in a park, a public space, wherever you are. Just find a seat and begin to settle in. Notice where your body is contacting the seat, the earth, and start to breathe consciously and deeply. Really allowing the air to come in through your nose or mouth if that's more comfortable to you, deeply into your stomach, your ribs, your chest, your neck, and then exhaling neck, chest, ribs, stomach. And if those breath cues don't work for you, then just breathe. Just remember to breathe. In fact, the breathing is the most important part of this. And often in meditation, we use the breath as a grounding point. And we will here too, so that when your mind begins to wander, you can ground back into the present moment using your breath. And in this meditation, we're going to add other sensory cues. So begin by allowing yourself to feel the sun on your body. Notice places where the sun is touching you, your face, perhaps your neck, perhaps your hands, depending on how warm it is, maybe your shoulders, other parts of your body. And just allow that feeling of warmth from the sun to be grounding, to bring you back to this moment as you continue to breathe. And maybe you feel the warmth of the sun through your clothing, on your shoulders, your arms, your legs. And then I invite you to expand your awareness to include what you hear. So we're sitting outside, maybe you hear noises of traffic. Perhaps you hear leaves blowing along, maybe noises of animals, perhaps voices of children playing outside, maybe other noises, perhaps construction noises, or maybe where you are, there's not a lot of noise at all. Perhaps birds, perhaps wind chimes. Just tune in to the noises that are around you. And rather than thinking of these noises as distracting, use them as grounding. Use the noises as a reminder to be present. Continue to breathe. Now I invite you to become aware of perhaps other sensations. If your eyes are open, maybe at a soft gaze, bringing into the awareness what you see around you, maybe neighbors walking by or running, Maybe dogs, maybe a bicycle, a skateboard, a squirrel, trees, perhaps the house next to you, perhaps an open expanse, just bringing into awareness what you can see. And if your eyes are closed, noticing the dance of light on the backs of your eyelids. Come back to your breath. Come back to the feeling of the sun. Perhaps the sensation of wind on your skin. Perhaps the noise of wind. Tuning into your senses. What you hear, what you feel, what you see, and what do you smell? Perhaps cooking smells, perhaps smells of springtime if we're lucky. Perhaps you don't notice much of a smell at all, and just be aware of that, and come back to your breath. Often we get a little bit wound up, whatever that may look like for you, and people get a little bit crazy, discombobulated, and people may say to us, come back to your senses. And a lot of times, come to your senses is sort of meant in an insulting way. I invite you to embrace that. Come to your senses. Allow that to be grounding, because our senses exist in the present moment. Take a few more breaths. Enjoy the warmth of the sun. Enjoy the breeze. Enjoy a moment of peace, of using your senses to ground you, stepping out of thought into simple presence. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.